So this video is slightly different to my normal YouTube videos where I'm out and about showing how I photograph wildlife, birds, fungi, that sort of thing. In this video I'm actually indoors and I'm actually going to be showing how I edit one of my pictures. Now, my recent 3 videos that I've done have been on photographing fungi using focus stacking, and someone contacted me via my website saying that with focus stacking sometimes they get sort of almost like a halo around the top of the fungi. Why is this? Well, I had this problem a few years ago. Occasionally I get it now actually, and one of the reasons you get the halo is because you're actually the stack is set too wide. So the differential is too wide, and what's happening is it's focusing past the actual subject that you're photographing. It's actually focusing on the background. Initially, when I first changed to Olympus, I had the EM1 Mark II, which at the time only did 8 shots in a stack, which was great. I got some very good results. When the EM1X came out, I bought that, and that would do 15 shots in a stack. So I thought, well, great, this is going to be even better. But actually, some of the times I was actually getting worse pictures with the EM1X than I was actually getting with the EM1 Mark II as far as stacking goes. So I contacted Olympus and said, why am I getting this sort of almost like a fringing or halo around some of the subject? And they said the problem is that I've got the differential for 15 shots, I've got the differential set too wide. So what was happening, it was focusing on the subject, but it was actually focusing past the actual subject. They said you can cure it by reducing the differential, or even just sort of keeping the differential the same and going back to say 8 or 10 shots there. And that cured it to a large extent. Occasionally, when I'm doing focus stacking, what happens is that I will decide what the differential is going to be, take the picture and then look at it to decide whether I've got it right. Sometimes I might have to have a couple of 3 goes perhaps before deciding on which is the best result. But when you do get the halo, there's an easy way in Photoshop to actually cure it. So what I'm going to do in this video is show you a screen grab of how I actually process that. So this is the image that I'm going to be working on. It's a picture from the last video. It's a meadow wax cap, and this is one that I had to actually correct in Photoshop, because when you zoom in closely at it and look at the actual top, you can see that there is a slight artifact all the way around it, or halos sometimes called, because it's actually focused. The actual differential was probably a little bit too wide, and the last image in the stack, the 14th or 15th image, you've actually focused past the actual subject and it's trying to focus on the background. But this is quite easy to sort out in Photoshop, because nowadays with modern selection tools it's very easy. So just go to select and select the subject, and that will more or less do a pretty damn good job on something like this of selecting it. You can see it all around there. There is a bit down here that it's actually missed, but that's quite easy to do. We just need to take a little bit of that away with the lasso tool. That's not actually going to affect this, there's no artifact there. It's actually at the top where you see the halo, but to just show you how easy it is to modify a selection. So now that I've actually got the subject selection, what I need to do is to work on the background. So what I'm going to do is go to select and inverse, and that swapped the selection around. Now the subject, the fungi, isn't actually selected, the background is. So now what I can actually then do is, using the clone tool, the important thing you need to do is to use a soft edge brush and actually reduce the flow. Now if I don't reduce the flow, if we say we have it on 100% and I start to try, and you can see straight away the mark there where that's really gone wrong. So that's not really an issue at all. You can't do it at 100%. So what we'll do is go back there. Now if I reduce the flow rate to something like about 3 or 4%, okay, And now what I can actually do is press the Alt key to select a target area, and then just start to gradually just paint that area away. The important thing is to work slowly. Don't sort of try and rush it, because you'll see the results. But just here selecting, you can see the target area where it's actually taking the actual clone from. Again, press Alt key to select, just paint around here, but make sure you only have a very, very weak flow, and just paint around there. Now if we go here and zoom in, you can see here there's the artifact there, but on this side there's no artifact because I've painted it away. So it's really very, very easy to do. One thing you need to do is make sure you're selecting from the area that you want. So if I actually select here from this bit, take the target area and paint on here, it doesn't really work, yeah, because this is a light area. So again, Control Z to reduce that. So I'll take from here for this bit, just paint it in, and now come into here and just do that area. That's just obviously a highlight that was in the background that I didn't notice. And here you can see the halo quite markedly on this little bit there in the corner. So it's then just a case, but the important thing, have that flow rate very, very low, sort of maybe 3 or 4%. Don't have it any, and just to work gradually. And there, I think that's okay. You haven't got any halo on the underside, but it's only around the top where you had it against slightly darker background. So I'll go Control D to deselect that. Now if we zoom in here, you can see that the halo's virtually gone, isn't it? There's nothing there. So here I'm going to go back. You'll see straight away the difference when I click from what it was when I started up there. Okay, and now we're going to go to where it's gone. Okay, but here the halo is completely gone, and you don't have any artifacts or any sign. Perhaps, you know, it's a fairly easy subject one to work on. So if you get where you've actually got a macro shot and you do have these little halos or artifacts around the actual top of it, very, very easy to, in Photoshop, to actually just clone that out. You can see it's gone now. So that's what we finished up with, and that's what it was. Okay, you can see here the halo, here it's gone. So I hope you found that interesting and helpful. So this video has been completely different to my normal videos, and whether or not it's been successful, if you found it helpful, please comment in the video in the comments, and I'll perhaps make some more videos where I'm actually showing the actual processing. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.